Hey guys, welcome back to theater class, and I'm so excited to see you guys this week. I hope you guys had a great spring break. So, we are going to kick off this week with costume designing. And I know a lot of you have had some experience with this if you were involved in the play or if you've been involved in any plays. So, we are going to practice being some costume designers this week. So, I'm going to go ahead and open this up right here. Ta-da! Work the magic. Okay. All right, so our lesson objective is going to be I will be able to design a costume by drawing it. So we are going to practice costume designing by drawing out a costume. I'm going to give you a scenario and a setting, and then we'll take it from there. So let's take a look at some costumes. So right here, it's obviously Beauty and the Beast, and how can we tell that? Well, Belle usually wears that beautiful yellow gown, and there's always that rose. Now, that's not part of a costume, it's a prop. However, that prop it could be connected to our costume because whenever you see the rose in Beauty and the Beast, that's the first thing you think of. If you were doing the play, and a lot of you did the play Beauty and the Beast a while back. And you would, if there was no rose, you'd probably be like, where's the rose, right? So the rose is very significant. It's a significant part of the play, as well as certain costume pieces like Belle's yellow dress. And then we have the actors in the background, which we call the ensemble. They are wearing period pieces. That means there is a certain time period that Beauty and the Beast is set in, and it's always been done like that. And so, whenever the person who is doing the costume designing does this, they always have that in mind. And they're probably thinking like probably 1500s or 1600s based on what they're wearing. All right, so what is a costume designer? A costume designer designs costumes for plays, TV, and movies. They try to balance the colors and help the vision of the play come to life. So, right here we have Aladdin, and we have the magical rug, the magic carpet, and it's actually played by an actor, which I think is very unique. And I want to encourage you guys who are going into theater, be unique, be different. You don't want to have the same costumes. I mean, you want to keep it within the play. So if it's Aladdin, obviously you're not going to dress the genie as Ronald McDonald. You want to keep it within the play. But I think that when I say be unique and be different, they used an actor to be the magic carpet. And I think that's so good because if you don't have the capabilities in your theater to have a flying carpet and have, Jasmine and, on there flying the carpet or flying on the carpet, if you don't have that, and you're like, oh, because you're going to struggle. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, we need a flying carpet. What are we going to do? Well, they were genius and they just had an actor play it. So that's very creative. So they have this actor's costume. They have a little hat, and obviously they made the costume look like a carpet. And then we have Aladdin right here, and based on the wrinkles, it looks like it's a shirt. So that was very creative as well. And then they kept it within the culture of that play. So you want to think about culture, you want to think about the time period, and you want to think about the entire theme of the play when you're costume designing. All right, so the vision. You're probably wondering, what play is this? Let's see. We got a pink dress here. We have a witch. We have a girl with a dog. And we have a tin man. And there's a lion head. What is it? Yes, it's the Wizard of Oz. It is the Wizard of Oz. Now you're wondering, what kind of costume design was this? This was actually a steampunk version of the Wizard of Oz. And when I say steampunk version, I don't mean that they made the play entirely different. I mean that it's just a steampunk version of it based on the costumes that they are wearing. So I was very surprised when I came across this. Wizard of Oz is, pretty standard, pretty basic. They have the gingham dress on Dorothy, and then, Glinda has the beautiful ball gown, and the witch has the black dress, and, the lion looks like a lion. But in this version, the director chose to go steampunk on the costumes. And I don't know what the vision was behind this. It's very interesting. I would love to know. So if you find out, let me know. Extra credit if you do. So, yeah, when I talk about vision, let's talk about that. So, the challenge can be connecting to the director's vision. Sometimes the vision might not be something you agree with. Let's say you were the costume designer for that version of the Wizard of Oz. You might be having some conflict within yourself because you're like, well, that's not how it should be, or it looks weird. So, however, if you signed up for the job or you were chosen for it, you need to find some positive things in it. And, if you are going into costume design, or you want to practice costume designing in school, in school plays, or in college plays, always find out what the director's vision is. That way you don't get caught in doing something that you are not going to be passionate about, or doing something that you are not going to enjoy doing. So if you find out that they're doing a steampunk version of In the Heights or whatever, and you're not cool with that, then I probably wouldn't sign up for that job. But yes, it's very important. If you are going into costume designing, you always have to be aware of the vision of the director. And you can't always be like, well, this is not how it is. That's not how it should be. Okay. You're hired to be the costume designer. You can give your vision, you can draw it out and show them what you're looking at and what your vision is. Definitely share it. But, just be aware. I've been in the theater business for a while, so just be aware that some directors are very, very stubborn on what they want. So don't be surprised if you come across some of those. And you just either gotta go with it if you really like the job, or if you're like, no, that's not my vision, I'm not gonna be passionate about it, then yeah, I would probably go find another play to do. But just be aware. Very, very important lesson right there. All right, so this week you will be creating a costume by either drawing it, or you can actually make it with things that you have around the house, okay? You don't have to go spend money. You can find things around your house to do it. So, and I just want to make this very clear. You have a choice. You either draw it, or if after drawing it you want to make it and take a picture of doing with your costume, you can do that, okay? Making the actual costume is not a requirement of this assignment. So just know that. So you don't have to go and spend a lot of money trying to make a costume just for one assignment. Okay. If we were in school, then we would probably spend weeks on this. But I want you guys to get a feel of what costume designing is. And one of the first things they do is they draw it. Before they make it, they draw it. So just keep that in mind for this week's assignment. Now, let me take my picture out of there so you can see what I'm talking about. So you can see Spock and Captain Kirk there from the show Star Trek. You will be creating a costume for a character who is a student in the year 3000, okay? Will this character wear a costume like the ones below, like these guys? Will they be covered from head to toe to protect them from viruses? Will there be new viruses in the year 3000? Who knows? Be creative and draw. You have the whole week to do this, so I know you guys will come up with something amazing. So I encourage you to draw. If you don't have any color pencils or anything to color with, I will accept a pencil drawing or a pen drawing. I know that it's hard to get those materials right now. So I will accept either one. Make sure that you guys are putting effort into this. And if you have any questions, you can stop by tomorrow at 8:30. I'll be 8:30 to 9 for our instructional time. And if you still have further questions, my office hours are always 1 to 3, and my office hours are today 1 to 3. Just send me an email and I will get back to you. Okay, well, I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I can't wait to see your amazing costumes. And if you want extra credit, take a picture of it and let me see your amazing costumes, okay? Well, I will see you guys later, and you guys have a great day. All right, bye.